Very quickly before we get into the video, I want to say there was some mistake when I was recording where I forgot to mention that there will be microtransactions in the game. There will be microtransactions in the game. It was officially confirmed by Monolith themselves that microtransactions will actually be in the game, but they're not going to lock off anything of the game. So they're not going to lock off anything like main part of the game behind microtransactions. Probably, in my personal opinion, probably what they're going to do is if you pre-order the silver and gold edition, you can already see you get war chests. What they're probably going to do is allow you to purchase war chests in the game with microtransactions in order to get better gear and loot and stuff for your orcs. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, but microtransactions are indeed in fact confirmed in the game by Monolith themselves. Welcome back to another Shadow of War news video. Let's jump straight into it. So first of all, what we're going to jump straight into is the setting up your fortress assaults in the game. Now, it has been confirmed if you don't want to set up a fortress assault, you could just go ahead and take on the fortress by yourself. You don't need an army. You could just solo it and run straight in and try to attack them if you want to. But if you decide to set up your fortress assault and set it up to where you attack them with your army, first of all, there's going to be 6 followers you're allowed, 6 of your branded people you're allowed to take into your attack on a fortress, okay? And then on top of that, alright, each of these 6 followers allow you for an upgrade or a special thing that you will use to then attack the fortress. What do I mean by this? Well, your followers have the ability to either give you siege beasts, give you a random wild drake that comes in, which is wild, it'll attack both you and them, and then you also have the spider things. There'll be spiders that summons inside of them that'll attack them. You have Caragors, you have a Wargrowl, you have, you know, just a bunch of things that you can bring in to ultimately help you out here. And on top of that, when Siege Beast, the back of the Siege Beast gets broken, you can actually mount him and take him in and attack with that. We saw some Siege Beast on Siege Beast, you know, battling essentially. They got on top of the walls and battled. That was pretty cool because of the fighting sequences that happened right there, but that was pretty awesome. So there is confirmed that 6 followers, the maximum of 6 followers will be allowed to accompany you during a fortress assault. Going on to the next thing, people were asking if Orcs or Warlords, or sorry, I keep calling them Warlords, Overlords can travel between regions, and they hinted on a live stream that that may be possible. So just because you run away from a guy in a region doesn't mean he's not going to come after you in another region. Just watch out for that in case it is in the full game. They haven't confirmed it, but again, they said that might be in the full game, so it's probably going to be in the full game. Going on to the next thing, a while back we saw gems. So I can't remember all of the gems names, but I know one is life, one is damage, and one is health, or one is health, one is damage, and one is wealth. Sorry, okay, got my words twisted up right there. And in my personal opinion, what this is gonna do is when you kill things such as like, basically when you kill anything, you have a chance of it dropping a gem. You have a greater chance of it dropping a greater or more rare gem if you kill something that's big, such as like a Graug or something out in the wild. Okay, each of these gems are going to attribute to either your army, yourself, how much damage you can do, how much damage your army does. I would imagine the health one probably has lifesteal for your followers, different things along those lines. Going on to the next thing, the E3 gameplay demo that was just shown yesterday at the Xbox briefing for the game was, I want to say it was probably scripted. I mean, every time they have branded an Orc on stream when they did a live stream, and every time they have shown gameplay of branding an Orc, there has never been a cutscene like that after. So it's probably a story Orc. That bruise guy is probably a story Orc that you're then going to have to brand throughout the story, or something along those lines. Maybe he's like the new rat bag or something. I don't know, but I don't expect there to be random cutscenes when we brand people. Maybe it is. Maybe they added that during the time spent since they played those live streams, but I don't think it is. I think it was either scripted or, you know, they already had it pre-planned and everything along those lines. But that's just my personal opinion. Going on to a very last thing, though, I want to jump into this and say that we all know that there will be elemental animals and creatures in the game. You will go there and face like Graugs and stuff, and one of the biggest questions that was asked was, will the Lord of the, even I asked this, was, will the Lord of the Hunt DLC creatures be in the game? And what they said is what they've done is taken some attributes from those and implemented it into the Graugs, the Caragors, and stuff like that in the game. So for an example would be like the guy pointed out that, you know, the Wretched Graug in the Lord of the Hunt DLC was able to spit projectiles. Well, the Graugs in this game are able to spit projectiles. And then he pointed out the fact that there is ghoul bait now, whereas opposed to there was ghoul bait in Lord of the Hunt DLC. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.